How do they feel about you? What are their true feelings towards you? Their thoughts, feelings, and intentions about you and your connection. We've got tarot card reading number 1, pick a card reading number 2, and pile number 3. All the timestamps are down below. We've got, for number 1, this is the bottle of charms that we'll be pulling from. And then for number 2, these are the bottle of charms that we'll be pulling from. How are they feeling? What are their truest feelings for you? And then number 3 are the charms we'll be pulling from. Private readings are always available. Fast track is switched on at the moment. 24-hour delivery. I also do mini readings and rituals, and I have a Luna subscription, and also I have a channel membership as well. So let's get on with today's readings. How do they truly feel about you? Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your pick a card tarot card reading. Today we're looking about how do they truly feel about you and all of that exciting and nerve-wracking stuff. So I'm going to start by pulling letters, zodiac signs and charms to give you extra connection to the reading. What letters are here for you today? These can be initials, place names, countries, towns, cities, all kinds of things that mean something to you. Zodiac signs can be the sun, the moon, and the rising if they want to come out. Someone's a bit reluctant. It feels like when you said to them, what's your zodiac sign? They were like, why do you want to know that? Why do you want to know that? Why? And then we have some charms as well. Let's have a look. We have Gemini, intelligent, Pisces, intuitive, Capricorn, ambitious. These can be sun, moon, or rising of you or anyone connected to you at the moment to let you know this is a message for you today. We have a lollipop. We have tiny little cherries, a butterfly with a pearl, an arrow with a heart on it. That's so cute. I'd like a little tattoo like that, you know. We have a whale that's blue. And then we have a decorative crescent moon. The letter D, Z, F, 2 eyes. C with your 2 eyes, but double I. Double I. Could be dealing with a double-barreled name, by the way. So I'm going to do a connection spread between you both. I'll tell you everything I'm picking up, everything I'm feeling, and then we'll dive into a few decks that I've got, and we want to know, how do they truly feel about you? What do you need to know about this connection? What are their intentions towards you? All of the feelings of everything. That's what we want to know. Just shifting in my chair. How do they truly feel about you? I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Down this side is them. And then down the middle is the connecting energy. If you're in no contact at the moment, that makes sense. That makes sense. Or if you're bored with waiting for them at the moment, that makes sense as well. So I'm going to do clarifying on each of the cards. So, but I'm going to do a brief overview. You've been wary of this person a bit, like It feels like you felt that they've been keeping you out emotionally, but you know they really fancy you a lot. You know they're very attracted to you. You know that when you both communicate, you both get on really, really well. But you're not sure how they emotionally feel because they don't talk about their emotions. They just fancy you so much. They're just, you are it, like when it comes to, you rock their world, but then you feel shut out by them with the Nine of Cups reversed. And then we have the Nine of Swords. They like to keep you awake. They like communicating with you. They like your attention when they want it. They like a lot, but it feels like in the recent past you've been wondering, is it just because they fancy me? Is it just because of that? Because at the moment you're bored with waiting of, well, are they going to make their mind up? Are they going to emotionally open up towards me? Are they going to come back in again? Because it feels like there may be a little bit of no contact at the moment. But then when I push my energy against that, there's something telling me that when you're not both communicating about the things you communicate with, there's not much chat in between. It's almost like this person doesn't really talk about anything else. They may drop you a good morning or a good night, although that's not really happening at the moment. But when it comes to a friendship kind of chat, it's not that. It always goes in a certain way, and you're wanting something more. You want something more. They've got the Death card reversed, so they're a bit stagnant at the moment. In the middle of you both is the Four of Swords, which is just showing me it's a quiet period between the both of you. Moving forward, you've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. You don't know the way that you're feeling right now. You're going to carry on feeling that way for a bit. If you don't know whether to let them move forward with you, you don't know whether to shut them out, you don't know what they want. They've got the Seven of Cups reversed at that point, and there's the sexual attraction sat right in the middle of you both. The Seven of Cups reversed is them kind of being a little bit confusing. Kind of feels like them opening up a little bit emotionally, but then they're really confusing with it. So let's do some clarifying. What do we need to know here? What messages are here? All I'm doing is clarifying the cards for them, because we want to know. We know how you're feeling. You're pretty sick of it. You want something more. They're not letting you have something more at the moment, and you want things to change. So when are they going to change? How are they going to change? What are they really thinking? What are they really, all of the things. I do private readings, so they're always available. You can either book into my diary to guarantee a reading, or you can, if my fast track switched on, it'll be a 24-hour delivery. You already know the answer to this. You already know they fancy you. Think before you act. And then now is not the time. And this is all in the past. These are cards of, they know how you feel about them. They know how you feel about them. And it's almost like they try to stop themselves from, at the moment they're trying to be really good. At the moment they're trying to not make it confusing. At the moment they're trying to pretend that they don't fancy you. At the moment they're trying to not mess you around. They do really fancy you, and it feels a lot of naughtiness, and they know that you love them. They know that you care about them. But they, in the recent past, they've been saying, no, I'm not ready for a relationship. I can't give you commitment. You know that I fancy you. You know that I can't give you that. It feels like they feel that they've communicated that quite clearly. I would argue against that. So what is it that they're not saying at the moment? What messages are here? What are they not saying? What are they holding back on? Why are they being quiet? What is going on? Are they ever going to catch feelings? Are they ever going to let themselves have those feelings for you? So, I feel you leaving me behind. I'm starting to understand our connection. I left before you could leave me. I wonder if you're happy without me. It kind of feels like this person knows that you deserve the best kind of relationship. And it feels like this person's being quiet with you at the moment so that you have the opportunity to seek a proper relationship, something that's romantic, something that's 50-50, something that's all-encompassing. And this person is trying not to be selfish. They're trying to allow you the freedom for you to explore what you want to explore. They have a lot of respect for you, even though it kind of feels that they don't. But also, if you were to connect with somebody else, feels that this person's jealousy would get too much for them and they would try and pull you back in again, because there's something here that they really want. There's something here that they really want. So let's pull some cards moving towards the future, and then we will I'm going to do you a Celtic cross, because I want to see, are they going to come back in again? Are they ever going to give you the relationship that you deserve to have? What do we need to know about the future? What clarification for the future is there? Remember to follow and subscribe. Put something nice in the comments. It helps the algorithm. It just tells the algorithm there's something good going on over here. It really does help. More than you can know. And it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Moving forward. You make me feel amazing. They're going to come back in again. They're going to come back in again. Keep coming back to you. Yes, they most definitely do. I kind of want to kick them in the head right now. 222, when you see that number, they are feeling very naughty towards you. Whenever you see 222, that 222 symbolises this connection now. And it symbolises they're thinking of you in those very naughty ways. They can't stop us from being together. The only person that's stopping the both of you from being together is this person. And they're annoying. They're really annoying. They're really annoying because this person is full of mixed messages. And no wonder you're kind of sick of it. No wonder you're getting to the point of, do I need to walk away from this? Because as much as this person keeps trying to do the right thing of setting you free so that you can explore relationships with other people, they also do not want you to be with anyone else. They want you to be around. They want you to be available to them. They want something from you. So I'm going to pull an oracle card, and then I'm going to do you a Celtic cross. I'm just looking at what deck to use. I'm going to use this one. So let's pull one oracle card. What does the oracle cards want you to know about this connection? What do you need to do for you? Because this person, are they just going to keep playing games with you? Are they ever going to get to the point where they can just be with you? Because it feels like push and pull, hot and cold, all of the things. Going to split the deck into 4. And the only one that can stop that from happening would be you disconnecting from it. Transcending, ascending, transcending obstacles, leaning, expanse, new phase, preparing for union. The universe is preparing you for a relationship, and this person's holding a space up. So let's do you a Celtic cross. What do we need to know for you? What messages are here for you today? What do you need to do about this situation? You have a choice. Keep letting this person come back and hoping that one day they will commit, or you cut them off. And I know that you don't want to. I know you don't want to. And they're going to keep coming back. For as long as you let them come back, they're going to keep coming back. So you have choices. You do have choices. So let's have a look. What's around you at the moment? all of the things. What messages are here for you today? Yeah, this is where you're feeling at the moment. You're feeling that you don't have any choices. You're feeling, when it comes to love, you're feeling, well, everyone's just going to leave everywhere anyway. Everyone's just a game player. Everyone's just this, that, and the other. No, with the Five of Pentacles, we can choose to make positive changes. And then for the question, the Hierophant card, the question for you is, are you ever going to be married? Will you ever be married? Are you ever going to be married? Don't base your self-worth on the way that this person is treating you, because yes, they fancy you. Yes, they're more connected with you than they ever have been with anyone. It doesn't mean that they can give you the kind of relationship that you deserve to have, and it feels like the kind of relationship you would love is a relationship or a union that is like a marriage. And it's really hard because it feels like, because this person, I feel that this person would never want to get married for a start. I think they find commitment really, really hard. But should you compromise on, this person's given you what they're giving you, and it feels like it will keep going. And it's really hard, isn't it? I've just lost my... There was something in my brain and there was a finger that just deleted it. So let's keep going. The Knight of Swords, they're going to come back. If you've been wondering, are they coming back? Yeah, they're coming back. They'll always keep coming back to you. You make them feel really good about themselves. So based on that, you make them feel amazing. You make them feel like they're special. You make them feel all of the feelings. But how do they make you feel? If you have 100% of the day, do you only feel good when they're communicating with you? Or do they make you feel good all of the time? Or do they just make you feel good for that 1% of the time and then they go quiet again? That's not a relationship. That's not commitment. And as much as this person in their head thinks that they're respecting you, they're not really, because they're stopping you. They're blocking your path to true love and true happiness. There is love here, but I think the love's coming more from your side, and there's this hope of one day they will love me, one day they will realise that they're in love with you. Yeah, maybe they will, but how long will that take? And how many games are they going to play? And how many times are they going to push you away? And it's really hard, isn't it? It's so hard. This is such a difficult situation. You deserve so much better. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands within this deck is my hi honey, I'm home. When someone's like, hi, I'm home. Where's my meal on the table? Have you run me a bath? Did you get me anything lovely? That's kind of what it looks like with the Six of Wands with the Lightseers Tarot deck with me. That's the first thing that always comes in. Hi, honey, I'm home. You're going to cater to my needs. What about your needs? What do you need from a relationship? Are you getting that from this person? Or are you putting all of your happiness to one side so that you can make this person feel good, so that eventually, hopefully, one day they'll give in? And does this person even think about your feelings? I know that they kind of do, but their way of thinking is, well, I'll go quiet, you'll meet somebody else, you'll have that. But then they come in and mess around with your head again, don't they? So are they really thinking about you? Or are they just being led by their instincts of passion and desire and stuff? The Strength. And this is behind you. This is how far you've come. You've had to have a lot of strength and forgiveness for this person. And I do kind of feel that you're at the point of, do I just need to walk away from this? And only you can decide what you need to do. Sometimes we need a few cycles with somebody before we walk away and think, okay, I'm walking away, I'll not regret it. If we walk away too soon, or if we give up too easy, we get to the point of, maybe I shouldn't have walked away. No, if you're going to walk away from this person, you have to be at the point where you know you won't regret it. And at the moment, it feels like they're going to come back in, you're going to make them feel amazing. They'll go quiet again. And the thing is, once you're in a cycle with somebody, you know what comes next. The last time you were in no contact with this person, what happened next? At some point, they reached out to you. And at some point, you got back on the merry-go-round again. And so when you go through the motions, when you know there's a cycle, you will always know what's coming next. And true relationships are not cycles. True relationships are two people walking in the same direction, ups and downs, ins and outs, good times, bad times, but they're both walking in the same direction. They both want the same thing. They're both headed in the same place. When it's a cycle, it's toxic, it's karmic, it's, oh, here we go again, we're hurting each other again. Oh, here we go again, we're quiet again. Oh, here we go again, we really fancy each other again. Here we go again, maybe this time it will be the time, and you're just stuck on that roundabout. And you can choose to get off it, but it feels like at the moment you're not ready for that. We've got the moon, you're going to get from A to B anyway. The moon is all about big feelings, big, huge feelings, trusting your intuition. And, you know, it can be quite scary putting a faith into, okay, there's a path there for me. I can't quite see it, but I can feel it. And putting a faith into that. And it's almost like you kind of don't want to cut them off, because just in case there's never anyone else, there'll always be other people. The universe will always introduce you to people. But then at the moment, you've not got a relationship anyway. This person's stopping you from having relationships. You're putting your life on hold. Whether you realise that or not, I don't know, but I think this person knows. I think the person you're dealing with is very aware that you put, every time they pop in, you put your life on hold to see where it might go. And they've got two sides to them. One side of them, they feel bad about doing that, and the other side to them, they get bloody jealous, and they want you. They want you to, because you make them feel so good. They want that part, but they know they shouldn't have it, because they know that they can't give you the Hierophant. They can't give, you're not walking in the same direction. And that I think they know that you hold on to them in the hope that they'll change. But the way that they are is what you're going to get. Because if they were going to commit, they would have done it by now. They wouldn't have risked you going off with somebody else, because it feels like they've had that jealous moment before. It's almost like they go quiet on you, and then they get jealous and weird with you if you mention that you're talking to anyone else or anything. This person has massive issues. They really do. And you deserve someone who knows who they are and what they want. So, the Chariot, the secret underlying question, do I just need to run away? I don't think you need to run away. I think you just need to decide the path that you're on. This person will come rushing back in again. They will try and get your attention again, and you will get swept up in it again, because you've got that hope there, you know. So the Knight of Cups, timing for your Celtic cross about you. Does it want to focus? There we go. So the Knight of Cups is your path being wide open. If you're sending Oracle card, you are being prepared for a really important connection. You are being prepared for that union that wants to come your way. The problem at the moment you have is you have a massive brick wall in that path. So at the moment, even if the universe gave you the person that you're meant to be with, you're going to mess them about, because the moment the person the reading's about pops back in again, you're going to push the one you're meant to be with away, because you're going to, okay, I've got this chance again. And it feels like whoever you're going to end up marrying, you have a marriage in your future, or a relationship that is very much like a marriage. For you to have that, their angel guides need to know you're not going to mess them about, because everybody has their own spirit team. And if you're in a position at the moment where you're allowing someone to come in and mess with your head, you're allowing someone to have that control over you, you're allowing someone to mess you around, the spirit team of your future spouse also knows that. So they're not going to bring that person in until they know that their person's not going to get messed about. You know, it's really hard because your intuition on this has been shouting at you. Your intuition on this has been shouting at you. So the death and rebirth card is your opportunity to come. This person's stagnant at the moment. Let them carry on being stagnant. It feels like the death and rebirth is all about you. Out with the old, in with the new, a different kind of mindset. And then the judgment, surrender into the path that you're meant to be on. When someone walks out of your life, let them go. Let them, if they come back again, sit on the doorstep and see what they want. If it's worthwhile, let them in. If it's not, keep them out. You're being guided to someone and something better. And this is a cycle with this person. What you've had with them so far is what you will have with them moving forward. They're never going to be ready to commit. And I kind of have a feeling that suddenly one day you will hear that this person is suddenly in a really serious relationship, and it will completely blindside you, because you'll think, well, why wasn't it me? And then you'll think, well, they've told me all this time they're not ready for a relationship. Maybe all that time they were just waiting for the person that they felt that they could commit to. And that's really harsh, and it makes me want to cry, because then you've done this cycle with them all of these times when they suddenly settle down with somebody else, and that's going to make you feel bad. And I don't want you to feel bad, because we end up with who we're meant to be with, and there is someone really amazing out there for you, and your angel guides trying to protect you from this cycle. And it's hard, isn't it? It's really hard, because you've got serious feelings for this person. But then there's also this, I have this feeling of a relief of, okay, well, if that's what it is, I know what I need to do then. And then crying, you know. And sometimes in life we have to do the hard things. We have to go, no, do you know, my self-worth, I am worth a marriage. I am worth a union. I am worth commitment. And your angel guides will want to provide that for you, but it's your responsibility to disconnect from the time wasters. And just because you make this person feels amazing, doesn't mean that they have to have you. Let them get to the point where one day they realise they've got no one to settle down with, and that they let you slip through their fingers, because you've got an amazing spouse ahead of you. So that's what I have for you. And I know it's not what you want to hear. I know it's not. But you are being prepared for a very important union in your life. Going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection, so aim to take you away. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your pick a card tarot card reading. So we're going to look at some charms, letters, zodiac signs. Going to do a connection spread. How are they really feeling about you? Their intentions, all of the things. So let's start with some zodiac signs. These can be sun, moon, or rising of you, or anyone close to you. Then we have some letters as well. And then the charms from the one that you chose. Okay, snap out of it. Right, Taurus, trustworthy. Aries, courageous. These are sun, moon, or rising of you or anyone to do with this. We have Capricorn, and they're ambitious. Aquarius, friendly. Cancer, intuitive. We have an affinity, heart, endless love. We have love, 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 and a butterfly. A transformation. We have the letter Q, Y, lots of questions. We have an N, New York City maybe, W, and a H. So I'm going to do a connection spread, and then we're going to do clarification. How do they really feel about you? What are their true feelings? All of the things we want to know. A little bit of everything. What's going on in this connection? What messages are here for you today? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you, down this side is them, and down the middle is the connection. There's so much love here. Oh no, this is exciting. This is nice. Do we have to put any more cards? Because sometimes we have a really nice start, and then the tarot starts doing what the tarot does, with a little bit of a wallop and a whack to the back of the head. You know. But this is a nice start. It feels like this person's got big, huge feelings for you, and you daren't believe it. You just daren't believe it. So... And I see that because of, they've already offered you stuff, but maybe they just haven't quite delivered on it yet. In the recent past, you've had the 5 of Cups reversed. They've got the Ace of Pentacles, them offering you something. And then we have the 2 of Cups in the middle of you both at the universe placement. And it really feels like they're offering you something, or they've offered you something in the past. But when I saw that 5 of Cups reversed, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, I've heard that before. So I don't know if you've heard it from this person before, or if you've heard it from somebody else before. And it almost feels like, seeing is believing. There is a lot of love here for the both of you really do love each other. But there's something here of you of, maybe I just need to run away from it because it can't be real. This something so lovely can't be real. So we're going to pull clarifying. I don't particularly want to, but that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. At the moment, you've got the Death card. You're looking for this to change. But also there has to be a change within you as well. You need to be a bit braver. They've got the World, and the Chariot is in the middle of you both. The universe is very much trying to hold you both together. You've got the Hermit reverse moving forward. It feels like, if anything, you're the one that's a bit hot and cold. This person then's got the 6 of Wands, which is them kind of offering you things and delivering on it. And then the Knight of Wands is taking the action that you need them to take. So let's do some clarifying. Is it as good? Is it good, too good to be true? That's the thing that I've heard this all before. I've done this before. I get let down. I overpromise. And it's not necessarily this person. It's like past dating experiences. But the other ones weren't the one. If this person is the one, don't push them away because of some failed relationship in the past that wasn't the one. I'm not saying that this person is the one yet, but... let's have a look. Let's do some clarification. Try not to ruin it. Seek professional advice. I'm sorry. And then we have, I'm in so much pain. Okay. And then I'm ready. Has this person been through a divorce? It feels like this person has been going through something in life. They offered you something. They couldn't quite deliver it at that point. And it feels like they asked you just for a minute. I need a minute. I need to get myself together. They, in the recent past, they have been getting ready for a relationship. And it feels like they just think you're absolutely amazing. I don't know what it is. Is it medical advice, legal advice that they've been getting? So that, because it feels like it feels like they're coming to you and they're going, I don't have much to offer, but what I do have is genuine. But then maybe they're in pain because you're playing hot and cold with them, and I don't think you're playing. I think you're genuinely confused about not how you feel, but you're confused about how they feel. It is this feeling of, is it too good to be true? So, what do they want you to know at the moment? What are they not saying at the moment that you need to hear? What do you need to know? Talk to me through music. That just tried to turn over. Let's have a look. What do you need to know at the moment? I do private readings that are always available. You can either book yourself into my diary to guarantee a space, or if my fast track is switched on, it's a 24-hour delivery. You came closer than anyone else. Just being near you is intoxicating. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I hide behind material things. This person is really into you so much. It feels like you push them away. It feels like you get cold feet. It feels like this person's a very genuine person. But there's something scary here for you. There's something here of, why me? Why do they like me? All of that, all of the things. So moving forward, what do they want you to know? What do we need to know about moving forward for the both of you? Don't disconnect from this person unless they give you good reason to. It almost feels like they're getting to the point of, if they truly think that you don't want to be with them, they will walk away because they're a good person. There's going to be a point where they will give up. Kiss. It's you and me. They want to be with you. I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't think they're the one that did hurt you. Please never stop loving me. I don't think they're the one that did hurt you. There's somebody else here who hurt you. And it's time for you to figure out, are you ready to be dating? Are you ready to be connected with anyone? What do you need to heal from? How do you get your confidence back? This person's only going to be around for a set amount of time, because there will be a point where they just think that they're hurting you too much. And I'm kind of looking at them and I'm thinking, but I don't even think they've done anything wrong. I think they're just being really lovely. But I think this person has also had a complicated history when it comes to relationships, and it feels like they don't want to hurt you in any way. Phoenix. This is your oracle. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. I'm going to do you a Celtic cross. I want to see, can you move on from the past? Can you let this person truly love you? Is this the right person for you? As much as they want something from you, are they the right person for you? That's what we want to know. I want to see your pathways forward. Is this just all too much? How do you get your feet on the ground? How do you let someone love you? It's hard. It's hard. The Three of Coins is where you're at the moment. You want to be with somebody, but it evokes these massive feelings with the moon. I can't sit here today and guarantee that you two are going to spend the next 20 years together. But I will tell you, if you walk away from this person now, you're going to spend your whole life wondering. This is a situation that you need to let play out. You need to let them offer, let them take action, let them stop this running away, running towards, demanding too much, demanding nothing, assuming the worst. You've got these big, huge feelings that are like rumbling like a little volcano, and they're all attached to the past. They're not attached to this person. Those fears and everything, those little monsters that are lurking around, they're to scare away the people of your past. But the thing is, they've overtaken and are now scaring away the people of the present, or this person. Yeah. You've got to quieten the negative voice in you with the strength card, your willpower, your recovery, you're coming forward, you realising that you have love and compassion for yourself. Once you have love and compassion for yourself, you will find it easy to let someone love you. If this is your reading, it'll be making sense. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. The Ace of Swords, a new path. Every time we come into contact with somebody new, we have to judge them based on what they do, not what other people do. And the Ace of Swords is that path moving forward, is your strength of will, your determination to make things happen, but accepting that it is a brand new path that's not connected to the past. It's new and fresh. And if this person hurts you, you can hold that against them. But it feels like they haven't. It feels like there's mixed messages, maybe a little bit. Whatever it is that they've been going through in their past, they probably need a bit of talking therapy. If you want to subscribe, follow, so that you can find me again, put something in the comments, because it really does help with the algorithm. The Eight of Pentacles, you've worked on relationships in the past and you didn't get much out of them. And you've done a lot of work. The Ten of Swords is self-sabotage within this situation, and this is your opportunity to come. Massive self-sabotage. I kind of feel that if you fully disconnect from this person now, in a year's time, you're going to be wondering where they are and what they're doing. And it feels like, well, if you're not going to snap them up, if you make them single again and they're in a place of wanting to be in a union, you may find that in a year's time, there's no going back, because they've already moved on, because they gave you the chance. The Ten of Swords is, I need to stop hurting myself. I need to stop holding on to the things that are painful. I need to stop worrying about everything that could possibly go wrong and focus on what could go right. What could go right. And it's time to let go of that Ten of Swords. It's time to let go of the pain. It's time to let go of the thing that hurts you the most. And it's your massive overthinking. We've got the King of Wands as a secret underlying question, which is all about, is this person for real? Yeah, they are. They are. Are you for real? You know, the Knave of Coins, timing on this. A promotion, a fresh start, a real fresh start. A real change of how you're dealing with things, because it feels like you massively overthink, you get really emotional, you run away, run in, run out. The Knave of Coins is learning how to be on a much more walking with confidence, and learning how to do that again, and learning to trust again, and learning that not everyone's a bad person. Not everyone, if they don't get back to you within a reasonable amount of time, doesn't mean they're cheating. They're just busy. Sometimes people are just busy. And it does feel like this person would do everything they could to reassure you, but you can't reassure someone who doesn't really want the reassurance, because you can reassure them about one thing and then it's like whack-a-mole. What else do you need to reassure? And then reassure them, and then reassure them, and then at what point do you give up? At what point is this person going to give up? Because they will give up at some point, because they have self-respect. and it's hard, and I feel like I'm telling you off. I feel like the tarot's telling you off, and you are the problem. Like, oh God, yeah. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I can relate to this so much. I've had personal tarot readings for myself where the tarot has said, you are the problem. You need to stop overthinking it. You need to chill out. You need to let it play out. You need to see the good in something. You need to judge people for how they treat you, not how other people have treated you. And if this was a face-to-face appointment right now, we'd be going for coffee, lunch, to a bar, having a long weekend, and then dying for a week, recovering, and it would be your chance to offload absolutely everything. Because I know you've been through a lot, and I know it's hard to trust, and I know that it's scary. It's really scary. Because what if this one breaks your heart as well? What if they don't? What if you give them a chance and they don't? What if they don't break your heart? What if it's the best relationship you ever have? You know, if you don't let it play out, you'll never know. So, overall, the tarot wants you to be okay. We all just want everyone to be okay, really. Really, don't we? That's all that we want. So, Seven of Swords, my pension pot for the future card. What you need to do for the short term that you'll benefit from in the long term. What resources do you need? What do you need to put in place? Don't slip down that slippery slope of absolutely stalking this person and trying to figure out if they're hiding anything. Don't judge this person by what you've had to do in past relationships, because it feels like you may have found something in the past. You're not going to find anything on this person, and if you find something, you may well take it out of context anyway, unless it's like blatant. You could think, oh, that person's liked this on there, so that means this million times thing. No. The Seven of Cups, dreams, desires. What do you want? What do you want? How are you going to get on top of your emotions? How are you going to stop your overthinking? How are you going to go about allowing this person to be who they are? How are you going to overcome things? Are you ready for a relationship? There's lots of questions here for you. This person who you're dealing with can love for affinity, can love forever. Are you going to be the one that lets them love you? I'm going to pull you a couple of oracle cards for you, because I think we need it. You know, the oracles are the ones that are like, okay, that feels a bit better. So let's have a look. What else do you need to know? If you're still here, well done. This is a difficult reading. If you're still here, if you haven't left me a load of hate, if you haven't set up a million accounts to try and take me off the internet, well done. Because it's hard. It's hard to hear these things. Prosperity. Things are going to get so much better for you. Willpower. You've got a lot to overcome, but you've got the willpower to do it. And new beginnings. Look at that. You can make the changes that you need to make. If you need a little bit of space, tell them and they'll do it. It kind of feels like whatever you need this person to do, with the Hermit reversed moving forward for you, you may just need to say to him, I need a minute. I need to get my head on. I need to get my head straight. I need to get my feet on the ground. I need to work out what I want. Will you mind waiting a week, 2 weeks? Just give me a bit of space. I need to figure it out. They will do that because they like you that much. You're worth it. And they'll still be there. But if if you disappear without explanation, there'll be a point where they give up. And there is going to be a point where they might give up. So you need to decide if you want them or not. You need to decide how you're feeling. And yeah, sometimes I say maybe watch this again, but I'm thinking no, probably don't watch it again, because I think the tarot's told you. You don't need to hear it again. Not necessarily, your angel guides just what's best for you, and spiraling and worrying and everything's not what is best for you. It's damaging, it's exhausting, and while you're doing that, you're gonna push away good things while trying to protect yourself from the bad things. When you've got your feet on the ground and you can really assess things, you can dodge the bad things and you can hold on to the good things, because your feet are on the ground and you're not overthinking and you're going with what makes sense, rather than these little monsters that are running around going, no, let's just whack everything. Let's just attack everyone and everything. And it's little monsters, and they can go live in the woods. You don't have to entertain them, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protector saint angels take you anyway. Remember that you do deserve to be loved, and not everyone is a bad person. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your pick a card tarot card read, and today we're looking at how do they really feel about you, their intentions, their thoughts, their feelings, all of the things. Let's start by pulling some charms, letters, zodiac signs. We'll start with the zodiacs. These can be sun, moon or rising of anyone in this situation or anyone close to you at the moment. One more, please. One more. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's pull some letters as well. These could be initials, cities, job titles, words that are important to you, sayings that mean something to you, and then some charms, the ones that were with the deck when we done the card selection. So let's see where we're at. We have a Scorpio, passionate, Cancer, imaginative, Aries, courageous. Have an M, J, O, T. Have your romance angels here. It's like a baby pink pearl. We have your tree of life, a snowflake, which is absolutely beautiful but very, very delicate. We have a gift, a little red heart, so much love. We have little cherries, and then we have a tiny little crown as well. So I'm going to do a connection spread between you both and clarifying cards, how they really feeling about you, how do they feel about the connection, what are their thoughts, feelings and intentions, all of the things. What messages are here for you today? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Down this side is them. Down the middle is the connecting energy. sometimes just sit here and think, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? But then we know what the tarot does. We start thinking, oh, it's lovely, and then, but is it? How does this person feel about you? They like you a lot, and they know that you love them. They know that you love them. In the past, I think you two have been connected for quite a long time. In the past, they've been through phases of where they were being selfish, they were socialising too much, they weren't prioritising your love connection. If you were to tell me that the both of you had a relationship in the past, like way back when, broke up and came back together again, I'd be like, oh that looks like that could, that clarifies it. It hasn't always been the easiest of connections, but it's full of love, and you're the one that holds you both together through thick and thin. And they're very lucky to have you. You came in as the Queen of Cups. They came in with the Three of Cups reversed, which is, in the past, they messed up. And then we've got the Six of Cups in the middle of you both, which is family, memory, nostalgia, happy memories together. In the past, they prioritised work, family members, they prioritised socialising, they were selfish, they didn't really realise how to do a relationship, but you had so much love for them that you let them be themselves. If you have broken up and come back together again, I just got tingles. It just feels nice. At the moment, you've got the Six of Wands. You feel really happy. They've got the Six of Pentacles. They're all in. And then we've got the Six of Swords in the middle of you both. The both of you are being guided together. You've literally got all of the sixes out. You're over the hill. You're moving into a better direction. And it feels lovely, and it feels you're being guided, and it feels like you're both at the point where you're just ready to leave the past behind, so that both of you can embrace the rewards that are on offer here. The Magician moving forward for you as you recognising what's on the table, them willing to take your lead, follow your lead, which is Ace of Pentacles, the real nice beginning of something amazing. And then the Three of Pentacles reversed in the middle of you both. It's really important that they don't let the things that messed up in the past pop up again. That you always work as part of a team, that you always communicate really, really well, and you don't let anyone come in the middle of you both. And you both pull your weight. And when I'm talking about you both, I'm talking about them. They need to buckle up. They need to get on with it. And it does feel like they're at the point in their life where they are ready to prioritise and do all of the things. It almost feels like someone's saying, oh, can you come and help me do this thing? And your person's like, no, I can't, I'm busy. So let's do some clarifying. I don't want to, but we will, because it's so lovely. So lovely. I'm just seeing this tree of life, and I'm like, yeah, you two have been through everything together. You two have been through everything together. I could be your hero, baby. Oh, see, all these sixes are coming out. I just wanted space. Just want space. And that's in the past. It feels like long-term lovers for the both of you. All these sixes are coming out, and I don't know what it is. Is that just your lucky number? Does that signify something for you? I'm kind of thinking 60 years married, but I think that's a long time, isn't it? Right, no, that's not. But maybe like in the future. Have you got 6 children together, or you've given it 6 chances in the past, or the 6 is a positive number for this? We know the negative number that 3 sixes are, but no, it's not that. It's I'm gonna look up the numerology, I think. I'm too afraid to talk to you. This was in the past as well. I can't even look at you right now. So there was phases where they knew that they'd let you down, and they did really let you down in the past, you know. Then they have really let you down in the past, but you've got so much love and forgiveness for them, and feels like they've always been the one for you, and you've always been the one for them. And love is quite simple. It feels like this person's had to do a lot of growing up, and it feels like they're finally getting to that point. What is it that they're not saying at the moment that you need to know? Private readings are available. If this is your reading, you don't need it. But you can book yourself into my diary to guarantee a space, or if my fast track 24-hour delivery is switched on, take that if you can. I also do 5-minute mini readings on a 5-day delivery as well, and rituals, and I have a lunar subscription. And on my web, while we're here, on my website I have a pull a card page. If you find the page and then refresh it, it'll give you a new tarot card. You scroll down the bottom and see what it means. I'm afraid to contact you. Didn't we have that? Yeah, they're very scared that you tell them off. You were the best thing in my life. So have they newly come back in again? Have you both only recently come back together again, and you're like, is it the real deal this time? They're scared that you're going to reject them. They're so scared that you're going to reject them. Everywhere they've been throughout their whole life, they've looked for you everywhere. And they went through phases of burying themselves in work to forget you. They just want to do you proud. They do want to do you proud this time around. It does feel like a second chance. It does feel like, wow, this is amazing. I'm not even going to need to do a Celtic cross, because I think both of you just need to sort it out. Don't hold back. Just go for it. Just go for it. You know, this person's a silly Billy. They've got a lot of making up to do. What other messages here moving forward? What do you need to know? I fancy you so much. They're still attracted to you. Don't worry about that. I want to wake up with you. They've made a lot of mistakes in life. Now they're back. Hold me. You're the only person that matters to them, you know. Please wait for me. Yeah. You've both been waiting for each other for a lifetime. It feels like, you know, it just feels amazing. I'm going to pull couple of oracle cards and then you can go. We don't need to do anything else. The both of you just need to enjoy each other again. They need to make sure they don't mess up again. It feels like they've grown up a lot. It feels like they now know what relationships are. I'm gonna have a look up the numerology in a moment. Let me just pull these. Got these ones ran out, so we'll take them at the top. Fertility, growth, your tree of life, inspiration. You do inspire them. They just think you're wonderful. And grieving of letting go of the past as well. And you both do need to let go of whatever happened in the past. Let me just get my phone. The numerology of 6. I should know this. I'm going to read it. And oh yeah, I knew that. Right. Number 6 in numerology. Balance, harmony, and domestic happiness. Yeah, wonderful. It's also known as the mother. Okay, well that makes sense because it connects families and keeps people together. People with the number 6 are said to be trustworthy, sympathetic, gentle and loving. Yeah, that's everything I've been picking up from this reading. Yeah, so that completely fits. Number 6 is now your magic number. And it symbolises this relationship that you have. It feels like the both of you are going to be really very happy together. The both of you do need to let go of the past. And I don't know if your person's recently lost a parent or someone in their family with that grieving card there. Feels like it may be. Although I'm kind of pushing against that, and then there's something telling me no, it's more removed. That it almost feels like someone they know has passed, but it was more of an acquaintance, and so it's not someone that they would cry about, but it's something that's triggered them to relook at life and the meaning of life and that profound epiphany. And it feels like that if that hasn't happened, I'm not predicting it. I'm just saying that kind of feels like it could be something to do with that. If that hasn't happened, it's not going to happen. It's not something I'm predicting. If it makes sense, it makes sense. But it feels like both of you have been through so much together. I just want you to come back in a year and tell me how happy you are. Because, I'm invested. We're all going to be invested. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels can take you on your way to enjoy each other. Let go of the past and embrace the future. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. If you've made it to this point now, part of my secret Purple Hut gang, I'm just going to put my cards away. I hope you're doing well. 2 pick a card readings, 2 days in a row. My nails were tatty yesterday. I've got new nails. Got new nail stickers. But I thought I'd go with grey. So I'd done them before I went to bed and then I tidied them up this morning. If you paint your own nails, I do it tidier now than what I used to. But I used to make a right mess. Then I'd have to have a shower to get it all off my skin. Are you a neat nail painter? Do you have... If you look after your nails, if you have your nails done, do you have traditional nail polish or do you have acrylics or gels? I haven't gone that route because I don't want to ruin my nails, because it's something that once you start doing that, you have to keep doing it. And I like the process of painting my own nails. There's one nail varnish brand that I use more than anything else, and it's this one. And the one I normally use from this is the 60 seconds dry. 60 seconds something of this brand Rimmel. Any colours of that. And then I use this as my top coat, glossy top coat. And it dries really quick and goes really, really hard. So that's my nail information. There's something else I want to show you. See, we're having a good little catch up. I have, that I like to get lots of my branding into my readings, because there are scammers out there who will download people's videos, use them as their own, or send them to clients and demand money from them. So I'm trying to get my branding into my readings as much as possible. So when I have my camera the other way up and I've just got the cards, I've now got this little ring which you either can or can't see when I'm doing those readings. And I've also got this one as well, but I need to stretch it because it doesn't fit. So I need to get some pliers to stretch it. So I'm just trying to get my branding into my readings as much as possible. I don't want anyone to get scammed in my name. And I want people that if they see my reading somewhere, they know where to trace it back to. They know to find my website or to let me know or whatever. Not that any of these platforms do anything. When people set up, like TikTok's the worst, they'll set up, I don't even know, the last time I looked there was like 15 other Hope Tarot Dailies, and as much as you report them, they just don't do anything. So I'm just trying to get my branding in so people know it's me and my collective readings, because in my private readings I put a name card on the desk. If you ever have a private reading with me, your name will be on the name card and it goes on the desk. So if you ever get sent a reading that's supposedly from me, someone saying, I've done this reading for you, pay me £50 million and I'll let you have it. If it doesn't have your name card on the desk, it's definitely not from me. And if it's not completely tailored to your question, and if you haven't booked it through my website, it's definitely not through me. The only way to get a tarot reading from me is to go to hopetarotdaily.co.uk, book it yourself. I will never come to you. I will never email you. I will never send you messages on social media unless you were my highest gifter on TikTok and you've won a a discount code to book into my diary. That's the only time I will ever contact anyone ever, and you'll be expecting it. You'll be waiting for me to contact you. Um, the amount of scammers that are out there is disgusting. It really is. Throughout my life, like I'm now in my mid-40s. Throughout my life, I've had readings of people. So when I was in my early 20s, mid-20s, 30s, I'd have readings from people. And I can honestly say, of everyone I had a reading of face to face, I think there was one that was definite, legit. I still have her tapes. I had 3 readings with her in my 20s, and they're lifelong readings. She used to do lifelong readings. She's clairvoyant, tarot reader, medium, and she was a little old lady back then. She must have been in her 80s back then, and I learnt so much from her. But I still have my tapes that she recorded during the appointment with her. And my first ever reading with her, she was sat there telling me all this stuff, and I was just absolutely silent. I don't like giving anything away. I'm really suspicious of everyone. If someone's got a gift, you will see that they have a gift. If they're reading you, you will see that they're trying to get information out of you. So whenever I have a reading face-to-face appointment with anyone in the past, I've always just not given anything away, not really asked anything. I just want them to give me a blind reading. And I was just sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, no, that's not right, that's not right, that's not right. But I kept the tape anyway. And I'd gone with my friend. My friend had gone in after me. And then my life suddenly took a bit of a turn, and all of these things that she said that was going to happen started happening, and it was so far removed from what my life was until that point. I couldn't see that. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see the things happen in my life that she predicted to happen. And out of the 3 readings from her, there's still a couple of things that haven't happened yet, and all of the other things have. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But she'd say at the beginning of the reading, this is a lifelong reading. And the things, I don't want to talk about what they are because they're so personal, but the things that she spoke about was so detailed and so accurate. And yeah, my first tarot fair that I went to when I was 18, 19, where I got my tarot deck from, the reader there, she was really on the money to begin with, and then I think she didn't really have anything else to say, and I just zoned out. But there was a couple of things that she picked up on, but then everything else just went over my head. I probably zoned out, but it was at that fair that she recommended tarot decks, so I bought that and took that home, and then I had tuition lessons with my tarot deck. Way back in the day, you had to try and find someone who could explain it to you. And then I started having conversations with my tarot deck. And then my friend, who was really into finding psychics and stuff to have appointments with, she there was a local lady who would let you book her, and she'd come and do the evening around your house, a bit like a Tupperware party, but with a psychic. And so you would all pay a little bit, and she she was really off the mark. And then I come away from the night that I was there with her and just thought, no, I don't like her. There was something about her I just didn't like. And I think she was mainly reading signs and pouncing on information that she was being given by a group of drunk ladies drinking wine. And then my friend booked her again, and I was like, no, well, I don't want to go. And then by what I heard about that night from my friend and her friends, that got really dark. This woman was like, well, there's a dark entity here. If you want me to cleanse it, it's going to cost you £120. And this is like like, 20 years ago, 25, 15, 20 years ago. And she really frightened my friend, actually. My friend ended up moving house because of it. And she was horrible. And I think she was definitely a fake and a fraud, but she was very manipulative and preying on people. And then there was another time when I was at my friend's house again, and she'd booked someone, but they'd let her down. So this is when you used to get people's names out of the paper, out of the back of the paper for the listings of sales, like personal services. And so she phoned up this lady, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I can come now." And so she come round for her husband, and they were really lovely, and they picked up on a lot. I wouldn't let them read me because I was a little bit wary of them, and I just didn't want to read it. And there wasn't anything I wanted to know, and I was quite comfortable. I was just happy to be there. And the lady was doing readings in one room, and her husband was doing jewelry readings, and I was listening in to my other friend, and my goodness, what he got from that. I was like, wow, how does he know all of that? How did he know all that? Again, it was like intense detail of, wow, you can't deny that he's picked up on something there, because of it's such the crazy story that he relayed is a very crazy story, and you can't make it up. Something that happened to my friend when they were younger, you just can't make that up. And he knew all of the details of it, and this is before social media and everything. So and then after my divorce, I was on holiday with my mum, and there was a gypsy caravan, a traveller's caravan on a it was like an amusements fairground. And she's like, "Come in, come in, come in and talk to me." And so I gave her my money. And yeah, she said a couple of things that were really bang on. It freaked me out so much. Went home and done something. She's like, "Well, you need to get rid of this thing. You need to get rid of this thing." And I went home and got rid of it. Um, I felt much better after that, actually. But I don't know how she knew that. I don't know how she knew what she knew, but she knew what she knew. And but the rest of the stuff she said, I kind of tune out. I do tune out after a while. That's why the little old lady that I used to go and see, her tape recordings have stayed with me forever, because you can't tune out of it. If you get bored, if you stop listening, you just play it again. That's why I like pre-recording my readings, so that if you have a reading with me, I'm very aware that people will go from person to person to person to person, but it's only over time that you then figure out who you can trust and who is picking up on your energy, like genuinely, who is receiving the messages for you. And by pre recording my videos for you, and you have access to that, as long as you keep your links safe, you have access to that reading. You can go back to it in a year, 6 months, year, 2 years. For as long as that account is there, you will have access to that reading, and you can watch as much as you want. And even if you want to screen record it and keep it, do it. Because if we're connected and your guides allow me to connect to you, over time, if you've had a series of readings with 5 different readers, over time your time will tell you which one got it, which one was right. And sometimes when we have a reading, we'll ask a question that we think we're ready to hear the answer to, but then we get into it, we're like, no, I don't want to hear this. This is hurting, this is triggering. I'm not ready to hear this. Is not what I expected. Come back to it with fresh eyes in a week or a month or the next day, and give it another listen. My personal readings that I do for myself, I take a note of what my question was, and I take a photo of it and the date and everything. I used to keep a journal where I used to write out my spreads, but take note, because you will find out what tarot reader you want to go back to, and you will find out the ones that connected and the ones that didn't. And I'm not saying the ones that don't are fake. I'm just saying that our angel guides will trust people and they will not trust other people. And I completely respect your confidentiality. I clear my email box as soon as we're finished. As soon as I've sent you that reading, I empty my email box. All of your emails get deleted. I've put very minimal effort into my emails. I think new clients must think, my goodness, she's just copying and pasting emails, and I am, because my energy comes out during the reading. If I waste all of my energy in an email, it's not worth it. So it comes out in the reading. And also, I don't want someone going through your emails and reading what I have to say. They're going to have to click on a link. They're going to have to find it. They're going to have to do them extra steps to get to the information. Then they're going to have to listen to my wittering for 30 minutes or 20 minutes or however long it is. Reading something, people can pick up all of the information out of it. So I delete that. I change my email password often. I delete everything. My notebook, I put your initials in there. I take notes from your email, mainly writing down the questions that you have. And then as soon as my notebook is full, it gets burnt. I don't keep it. I don't keep anything. And my business log, I just have to show where money's coming from, so I keep your email address, but they're all separate, and there's nothing in there to say what your reading was about. I truly believe in confidentiality. You will never get me anywhere telling you anything about any of my clients ever. I might say something like, I once had a client who had regular readings over the course of 2 years when she was dating, and then I didn't hear from her for ages. And all of a sudden she'd got engaged and married to the one that the tarot was like, no, this is a keeper. So yeah, I won't. That will be about the only thing I'll ever say. I won't. I hate it when you see on TikTok tarot readers slagging off their clients. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you want people to trust you or not? Why are you trying to make people feel stupid? Like, you just don't. And I really don't like tarot courses that are like, this is the way that you read it. No, this is one of the ways that you can read it. Your angel guides and your interpretation will be your interpretation. The tarot deck will talk to you in a unique way to communicate the messages to you that matter. You can learn what the tarot means, but then you have to figure out how they all link together. You can learn it, and then you need to listen to source energy of what it's telling you. And there's quite a few tarot readers out there who will sell a course and then they will make people lose all of their confidence. Like, no, you've got that wrong. No, you haven't. I don't know what your intuition was telling you. I don't know what source energy was whispering to you. I don't know how you were connecting. I don't know what you were connecting to. Only you know that. Only you know what you saw when you saw that tarot spread. I don't know what you saw. I know the way that I could read it and I could interpret it, depending on what I was connected to and who it was for and what the question was. There's so many variables, and every now and again on my under my videos, I get someone go, "No, that tarot card means this, and then that tarot card means that." I'm like, "Yeah, no." But also, I've got tarot books that will tell you 12 different meanings for each deck, for each card, if not more, and then how they all interconnect and how they change depending on what information you're trying to get. So there's no rules. Even like when people get you shuffling wrong, no, I'm shuffling the way that I shuffle. Divination, you can chuck the tarot deck on the floor and select one if that's the way that it works for you, if that's the way that you get the messages. Your angel guides will show you how. Once you start having an independent conversation with your tarot deck, that's when you know. You're like, okay, I get it. And that's when sometimes I do a personal reading for myself and I lay them out and I'm like, no, I'm not ready to hear this. I thought I was ready to hear this, but can we just say that I'm going to win the lottery, please? That's what I wanted to hear. I didn't want to hear what you wanted to tell me. So I'm just going to take a photo of that and I'm going to put that away and I'm not listening. And once you can read tarot, the moment the tarot spreads on the desk for yourself, you know exactly what it's telling you because it hits a nerve and it hurts. Sometimes it's like brutal. Sometimes it's encouraging, but most of the time it's brutal. So anyone that says, "Oh, you're a negative reader," I'm like, have you even got to know a tarot deck? It hurts, it's niggling, it's triggering, it's reassuring occasionally, but it kicks you up the bum. It's like, okay, well, if you want something good, you're gonna have to work for it. Anyway, I'm Whittering. I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna go. I need to get this uploaded. I will see you soon.